Well, this was a nice opener. um, this opportunity to play on Monday night and all the hype and all the build-up and all that stuff was such a great challenge for our guys. And just all the natural things that you would think could happen, with how the storylines and all of that. And then nobody gave us a chance to win this football game. We didn't play because of that. We played because we were trying to play good football. But that really is the case. And it just shows you this was such a team win and such a smart well-played game by all the fellas out there, because we just kept hanging and we took advantage of the penalties, and we didn't give them hardly anything on their penalty side of it. The ball, the belief in our guys to keep hanging down there around the goal line. It's been an incredible couple sequences down there, and some great group plays that made that happen. The line of scrimmage was big, and then the guy made a hit, and then the guy makes the recovery. Just fantastic stuff. I don't know. I was surprised that they took Russ out there at the end. We weren't thinking field goal there. We thinking it was fourth down and they're still going. So it gave us a chance to win the game on that play. So we were fortunate there. Fortunate the guy to make the kick. He kicked the hell out of the ball. But this was a great night. It was really a great night of football, and to get started and to know that you want to know in the division. It's a good start there too. How about Geno? I mean, Geno he's 17 for 18 in the first half. I mean, who does that? These guys just don't do that, But remember, he did it against Jacksonville. He had 12, 13 in a row or something like that. So Geno played tonight like he's been playing the whole time we've been practicing. That's what he's been looking like. He didn't look any different than what he's looked like in practice. And so that's why we had the belief in him, and that's why he was able to win the job and go out there on Monday Night Football and win a football game. There's some guys. I'm really fired up for our defense that they hung in there. We gave up a lot of yards, but it's the power of believing that you can stop somebody no matter how much there is left there is so. It's so enriching as we go down the rest of this season here, that we can do stuff like that because you believe. It just helps you believe. So. It was a great night. The fans were ridiculous. The 12s were so good tonight. God dang, they were great. And I'm so pleased that we could give them a game like this, and they could have that much fun. And we got to win the game on 3 times with those timeouts. So each time we won the game again, then we won the game again, then we won the game again. It was great. So I wasn't bugged by that at all. But they were incredibly good, and we're so lucky. We're so lucky that we get to play here, and our fans love it so much, and they perform like that on game day. It was awesome. What do you got?
You always say those goal line moments are some of your favorite. To have that happen twice, back-to-back drives, what was that like for you?
There's nothing more intense in sports than that moment right there. And when it's just the greatest challenge and the greatest celebration moments and opportunities. It's all just grit and grinding and guts and all that. And we didn't do it once, we did it again. But there was a few plays in there we had to make great tackles and great hits. For every inch was counting down there. And Clint and his guys on the defensive staff, and I know they're so fired up to see those guys come through like that. They did a great job tonight.
Does part of you feel validated at all?
I don't feel like that. No, I don't feel like that. I'm just glad we won the football game. I don't feel like validation wasn't after that. You all might think I should have been, but with all that's been talked about and all that. But really, we had a great process to get ready for this game. And these guys, they played hard the whole time, and they played smart the whole time. And that's the kind of football we have to play. Our special teams were spectacular, covering kicks and all, with the way they flew and the hits that they made and the celebrations that rose, the sidelines up and the fans and all that kind of stuff. That's validating. The way we coach, the expectations that we have, the belief that we can win on Monday night, regardless of what everybody else thought. Prime time again, that's validation in those regards, but not from maybe something else that you're talking about.
With Russell, we asked you about that earlier. You're going to follow the 12's lead. They weren't subtle about it. They came out booing. I'm just wondering if you had any response to that as a guy who's...
Yeah, they really... I didn't know, and I was wondering, how they would respond, figuring that they probably would respond in a way that trying to make it as hard as possible on the other guy because they want to win, and so that's what competing is. And our fans competed in spectacular fashion tonight. This was an amazing place to be tonight, and right from the get-go.
Were you surprised they went for the 64-yard field goal?
Yeah, I was. I did. It's a good way to win the game. They could have won it. It wasn't that far off. He kicked it far enough, didn't he? It was far enough to go. Yeah, and I was surprised. I wasn't thinking that. We were all planned up and ready to win a game on fourth down.
What happened to Jamal Adams, and how's he?
He hurt his knee tonight. He not a typical knee injury. His quadricep tendon, I think, got damaged some tonight. He got hurt, so it's a serious injury.
Pete, with quarterback, you talked about point guard, distributor. That doesn't preclude big plays, but you want a guy who can get the ball out in all the different ways and be efficient. Is there a more ideal example of what you want than what happened tonight?
No, but Geno did more than he made more plays with his legs than I expected him to tonight. He took off, and I was so mad at him. The time he's running up the sidelines, he just gets smoked on their sidelines. What's he doing? Get down. But I get over it. But he did the things, just finding Diz on the first touchdown pass. Escaping the rush, slipping up underneath, and dumping the ball for an easy touchdown. A gorgeous play by him. But he had some other ones as well. And you can see, I don't know if you guys were doubting or that, everybody just thinks that this, we were making stuff up. We weren't. This is what he looks like. Obviously, he just did it again. So, anyway, you guys get to think whatever you want.
He's been through a lot in his career, had some tough luck over the years. I know it's only one game, but how gratifying is this, do you think?
Oh, I would think it's very much so. And I've said this now, he's the best. I'm saying it. I don't care if anybody believes this or not. He's the best he's ever been right now. Because of the 4 years of being in a system and being loved up and taken care of and looked after, and he did his part in reverse to always be there for us. He was ready. He was ready for this moment. And the experience that he had, the guys he was so poised and so calm in this game. It was just fun playing with him. And we were talking as the game's going on. He's having fun and laughing and enjoying it. And he was, the moment came to him and he was ready for it. And so that's a really beautiful illustration. It's a great story. I think it's a great story. And it is one game, you're right.
What would you say to Russell Wilson after?
I can't even remember what my words were. I think nice game.
Pete, Geno, Watson, everything just kind of, what a night.
God, he was physical and he was tough and making stuff happen and big plays. Had a sack, had the big hit for forcing the fumble, and he was a problem. He played great. He really did. So thrilled that he was able to be that impacting.
Michael Jackson came out, started free guys, came away with both fumble recoveries. Just what do you see from him tonight?
Yeah, what? I won't go to the negative. Michael played a really good football game tonight, and he made a couple really good hits. That's what we've been seeing from him, and I was really pleased. What I'm thinking is there was a couple that he missed early on, or one that he missed, that was not characteristic of the way he's played. He played a really solid football game. So did Tariq. Tariq was right on the deep balls they threw. You can't cover a guy any better than he did. And unfortunately, he got a couple penalties. Did he have two? Yeah. And the second one, chasing, that was nuts. He didn't have to do that. But he was calm. He was poised. He took it in. He had a blast playing football. I talked to him about it. And this is just the first step for him, and a lot of really good positive steps coming our way, I'm sure.
You said it's not validating, but for the guys in that locker room, like Diggs and Lockett, Metcalf, guys have been around a little bit. Now they've seen the program change, new quarterback. How much is this a signal to them that you're on the right path?
I really took Michael's question like he was thinking that the trade was validated tonight or whatever. That's what I felt like he was asking. But for the Denver guys that are here, it is a huge win. It's a huge win. It's freaking personal. Their families are all over the place because they get traded and all the rest. That was expressed by the guys, and we downplayed it, and they put it in the right place because all three of those guys played really well. But I'm sure Drew didn't get a chance, but they played the way they're supposed to play under those circumstances with all that heat and all that, all the feelings that they had. So it's great to give them that win. Let me answer the question about the validating thing. That Yeah, like I said, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to play great football, and we're trying to make the right decisions at the right time, use the players right, play tough as hell, in all phases of everything that we're doing. And so tonight, that's what that was. That's a hell of a first game. That's a hell of a first game, and I'm giving credit to Denver's a really good club, and they're going to win a lot of games and all that. It's a hell of a first game.
You mentioned all phases. Special teams in the preseason, there were some issues in coverage, but in this game, but it was good to see the
yeah, it was different guys playing. So we had to just suffer through the substitutions. You didn't get to ask.
The rookie tackles played tonight.
I need to see the film, but I only saw one time and I might have missed it, but one time when Charles, got knocked back a little bit and we gave up a sack. But I think we also could have got the ball out too. And I thought the whole system played really well tonight. That's what you saw, our system functioning. That's what Geno does. He's quick with the ball, and the ball's out, and he complements the pass protection, and that was good. Did we get sacked once tonight or twice? Yeah.
Cody Barton, what happened to him at the end?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bringing the tackles, this is the first team since the 2009 Jaguars to start 2 rookie offensive tackles in their first game. How confident were you in that decision going through the preseason?
Yeah, I really felt strong about it. Because of them, because of the kids. They were really poised about dealing with the opportunity. They handled it really well. They were just steady as a rock. There was no dips, no ups and downs, with those guys. They really performed well in practices and with all of the stuff that we've done. They were always accountable, and they would, the kind of guys say, oh, I messed that up. They had a really good attitude to deal with. And, this is as vibrant a setting that the guys can get in, and they were smiling and they had fun playing football. So we're on our way with those guys. They're going to be really good for a long time here as we just keep adding on to it, I think.
Sorry, what happened on their touchdown?
It was just a one-on-one. We got beat. We got beat.
Anything else? Thank you.
Oh.